So, welcome to the channel again, guys. Hope you all are fine and fine. So, now we are moving to solve this lead code daily problem, add binary. So, in this problem, what we have to do, we are given two binary string A and B. A and B are given to us, and we have to return sum as a binary string. Like if here A is equal to 1 1, A is equal to 3 in integer. If we represent a as an integer, then a will equal to 3 and b is equal to 1, so b is equal to 1. And so 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. So and this is the binary representation of 4. Same with here, a represent here 10 and b represent here 11, and 11 and 10 is equal to 22. So we can submit 1 plus 4 5 5 plus 16 is equal to 21. So 10 plus 11 is equal to 21, and this is the binary representation of 21. So what we have to do, we are given two string a comma b, and we have to return the string which represent the binary representation of the sum of number a and b. So and here we cannot do this problem by taking a, thus the value of a in a integer called ax, a value, or you can name as anything like ax is equal to the value of a, ax is equal to 10 for this case, and bx is equal to 11 for this case, and add ax and bx and then convert this to binary string, because here the length of a and b is 10 raised to the power 4. So it will give you a memory error limit, because that much large number cannot be stored even in long in C++. In Java you can do it, but in C++ you cannot do it. In Java you can use big integer, and I am here solve it in C++ by using a modified approach. So look into the approach. So we are given to string a and b. We store the size of I and a and b in integer I and j, and if our the size of our b string is greater than the size of our a string, then we just return it as b comma a. So what we have to do, our string a will always have size greater than our string b. This is our main focus by this line. So we are taken a string answer, we taken a carry, and we run a loop. This loop will run for index, like here a has length 2 and b has length 1. So this while loop will work for index 1 only, and the later index will cover by this loop. And if we have carry, then we add plus 1 to the answer, and we just reverse the answer and return it. So this is a very simple approach. Now I am going to explain you this. Okay, so now here we start with carry is equal to 0, and what we do, if ai is equal to 1, then we just add 1 to carry. This ai is equal to 1 will return 1 or 0. It will return 1. It will return 1 if our ai is equal to 1, and if ai is equal to 0, then it will return 0. So similarly with this, so and we decrease the index. And now what we do, if our carry modulo 2 is equal to 1, like if our carry is 1 or carry is 3, then we add 1 to our answer. And if carry modulo 2 is equal to 0, like if carry is equal to 0 or carry is equal to 2, then we just add 0 to our answer. And what we do, we just divide by 2 carry always, because if carry is equal to 1 or 0, then carry will reduce to uh, 0. And if our carry is equal to 2 or 3, then our carry will always be equal to 1. I am explaining you why I am using this. Like you can see this example here, for b is equal to 1, b0 is equal to 1, and a1 is equal to 1. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, and so our carry will be equal to 2. And what we do, we add 0 here, and our this while loop will stop to work because our j will be -1 because we decrement j after each iteration. So what we did now? Uh, so we are into this while loop, and now we are only focused with ai. If ai is equal to 1, like here you can see ai is equal to 1, and we have carry is equal to 1 because we are carry divided by 2, and from this one and this one, sorry, this one and this one, our carry is equal to 2. So 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1, so our carry is equal to 1 by this last iteration. Now our carry will equal to 2 after this iteration, and we decrement I. We again doing this same. If our carry is equal to 2, then carry is equal to 2 or 0, we add 0, or if carry is equal to 1, we just add 1, and we just divide carry by 2 always. Like here, carry will become when we are doing operation with this, carry will become is equal to 0. So we add one more 0. So after this, if we have carry, like in this case we have carry, so we just add 1. We just add 1. We don't need to do this type of operation here, because our carry have some value, and the maximum value carry can have here is 1, because every bit can be 1 or 0 in our this binary number system, and we just reverse the answer. Because you can see why we are doing reversing of answer, because we are iterating from last index, and we just adding the answer into our starting, like array plus is equal to array plus is equal to, so our answer will be in reverse order. And now what we have to do, we have to print answer in this order. So we just reverse it and answer it. And if you are thinking why this approach is work, like why carry divided by 2 and answer plus is equal to 2, then you can just dry run it, because it's the functionality of binary number system. When we convert binary number system into decimal number system, this is our function, you can say. I am dry run. I have submitted this, was I again submitted, just like I am dry run it for a very big case. You can see, you can dry run it. I'm showing you the string. If you want, you can dry run it. It will always be the same answer. It will always do the same addition of the string. So you can see here our answer is completely right. So I am submitting it now. You can see I have submitted this. So you can see this. This is the accepted solution. So again, if you want to see the complete solution, don't go on this step so much, because this is the functionality of our binary number system. So if you know about one complement or two complement, then you should know what happens if we add I am explaining here. If this is any binary number, then if we add 1 to it, then what what happens if ai is equal to 1 and our this one will no if, is not used yet, or you can say if ai is equal to 1, then bi or we can say answer I, or we can say answer of I is equal to 0, because we are using 1 with it. So answer I is equal to 0. But if ai is equal to 0, then answer I is equal to 1, and you can say we have used this 1 in our answer. So this one will become 0 now, because we have used this uh, in this iteration. ai is equal to, for ai is equal to 0, we can use 1 1 to just make ai is equal to 0 to ai is equal to 1. So we cannot use this one further. So if we further find any ai is equal to 1, so, and then answer I will be is equal to 1 if our this number is used. So this is the whole approach. So, and this is the code. I think you understand it. If you don't, then just dry run it, because this is very simple and very simple approach, and this is this is the functionality of binary number to decimal number system. I think you like it, and please, if you like it, then please subscribe the channel, because here you will find many coding related content in future. Thank you for watching this, guys. Thank you.